You know, we got to do like
3.5. 3.5.
Oh, 3.5. Oh no, it'd be 3. So it'd be like Return of the Jedi, where it like comes in Porchfest 3.
The search for more money.
You know, now at the beginning of this video, I'm gonna have to create some type of Star Wars cascading.
Yes,
text.
that's what I want. I want that. Make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Make it happen.
Yeah,
Chapter
great. More work
11.
for me.
How many minutes have?
Do you remember Spaceballs? When
I was just thinking,
it
it's like,
starts as
oh,
chapter 11. Did you see Spaceballs?
Yes. I know you turn and look at me like
That's
that.
something
This
an idiot
will
would
be
have
like-
on his luggage.
By then it'll be what? It'll probably be like episode like 72, and then part 3.
Porchfest expands. Come to hell.
Hello and welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Jeff.
Hey,
And today, part 3 of the Tuckerton Porchfest.
part 3. Golf clap.
That's part 3. Okay.
They're coming for Carmine's title.
Oh.
Carmine's been on 4 times. He's our most
That was right.
most
Well, now he's never coming on
reoccurring
again.
guest,
That's
yes.
it. He's done.
Who's this?
my buddy, my drummer.
Carmine?
Yeah, he's in like 9 bands.
So he just
busy.
like...
He's busy.
He's been on here with 4 different bands so far.
So it wasn't like you invited him back 4 times. It was that you inherited him 4 times.
Yeah, and now he drums.
And
And
he's
now he's a
and
drummer
he's-
in my band
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Access denied.
I love Carmine.
Denied.
So how are we doing tonight?
I was about to
Good.
say, hey, you guys are back again. It's like 3 months. How's it going?
Yeah, no, it's been like a year.
It has been
Yeah.
a year, but he was saying before that the time flew by so fast he couldn't even believe it
Yeah.
had already been a year.
Yeah.
Plus, I wasn't here the first time you were here.
No, not the first time. I came alone.
Right.
That
so
was like
like
2.5 years ago now at this point.
It
Yeah.
feels like really long.
it's 2023.
Yeah.
Which one was the raid one? Was it your first one? When
Yes.
you were by yourself, that it rained.
It sounds so sad. It sounds like a.
It rained on your
Don't you
parade. Sorry.
remember? You were alone. And it rained.
That was the powers that be washing away your dreams.
Here, really scary. It's fucking raining tonight.
I know. Well, we have a rain date,
Oh, okay, cool.
but yeah.
So
yes.
here we are again, folks.
Here we are.
What's our big announcement?
We are gonna have another Tuckerton Porchfest.
Nice.
You believe that?
I like it.
Every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
Not every 3 months. It's
No,
every
every
year.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once a year.
And we have another porch this time.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And we, this time we are working with like a bunch of different other people who are, helping us, stage
We don't speak
manage.
about them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we can. I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
Why don't you go through and who's involved in this Porch Fest?
Yeah. Well, there's,
Other than my guy sitting right here.
I was going to say there's Chris Rockwell here.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
My name is Jeff.
Sorry, wrong button.
That's good.
Never mind.
See,
Go
I
ahead,
knew-
continue.
I knew I put that one there for a reason.
Is that the one you were trying to hit just now?
No.
That's even funnier.
Not even close.
Whatever you were going to hit wasn't going to be as good as that.
It was supposed to be that one.
No, the other one was better.
True. Okay, sorry. Continue.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm so mad there's no one named Jeff organizing with us.
Oh, yeah,
No, he
sure.
doesn't count.
I don't count at all.
Then, of course, myself. And then we have Jimmy Brogan, who is another local musician. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him.
I love that
at
guy.
all. He's great. And then Jerry Ryan, who is the organizer of Elephant Talk Indie Festival.
You two know Jerry Ryan?
I know Jerry.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he was actually gonna come, but he couldn't make it. But he's running a stage as well. So
Yeah, I've been trying to get him on here for like 2 years now, and every
Let me
time
tell
we
you-
book something comes up, and we just never do it.
Bro, he's
Yeah.
another one. He's so busy.
Right.
Yeah, all
But
the
he's
time.
getting so much done. Like, he's amazing.
yeah, and he works full time as well, and he's a dad. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So he's always got something.
Which is
Right.
its own job.
Right.
It is.
For sure. And then, are you familiar with the band Dog Beach?
Nope.
Oh, I love them. They're so great. Just get to talk about them. All right. No, they're just like this alternative punk kind of band. They remind me of like being like 13, like we're just really good. They're really great. But I met them, I believe, through Elephant Talk Indie Festival. And
That's the festival that guy Jerry Ryan.
right.
It does down
He's
in
the
Atlantic
organizer
City,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's actually coming up. It's April 11th through the 13th.
This won't be out by then, but okay.
Okay. Well,
We can still plug him.
yeah. He
just shout out
runs
Maybe
them,
maybe the next
he-
3 months.
Right. He runs them twice a year. They're in April and October of every year, basically at Tennessee Beer Hall in Atlantic City. So pretty much like clockwork, April and October. But the drummer of that band is going to be helping stage manage as well, a Porch, Tyler Morales. He's a great drummer. Everyone, we've just kind of all been collaborating on different ideas of how to make it just like bigger and better.
As long as you don't get that Mark Ward guy involved.
Who?
Yeah.
Wait, do I know who he's talking about?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Burnt
Mark
Tavern.
from Burnt Tavern.
Is that what his last name is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, then yeah. Sure, stay with
No, I
him.
love Mark.
That they are.
I
Playing.
literally
They're
have an
playing.
event with him coming up on the 12th. So I'm like, oh, yeah. Fuck,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck him. Maybe. Go ahead.
No, but Burnt Tavern. They are playing.
Boo.
Wow, you are so fucking crabby, you
we have
bitch.
some really great people though. Honestly.
Okay.
I'm like really excited.
Now, are you seeing like because you said you're trying to make it bigger and better? I know last time you guys had like artists like painters, I think crafts too, right? Or like
Yes.
so is all this stuff also being the bar being raised for them too? Like like you're gonna make this thing where it's like
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I would say so. We're talking to kind of some different artists, and we're incorporating more vendors at each porch. So
it's growing.
Yeah,
It's growing. That's good,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, we're just one step closer to shutting down the town.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say world domination, but yeah, cool. Shut down the town. We can baby steps
What are we going
first.
to do tonight, Brian?
Pinky in the brain.
That's so funny that you say that is because we have a duo named Pinky and the Brain playing the festival as well.
Do we
And
really?
We do.
How do you not know this?
Because
Well-
I don't know. I don't know the whole lineup for every porch
Yeah, I'm the artist relations.
the way she does.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh, you're on top of it.
She's spearheading the whole
I'm
thing.
the brain, and maybe he's like Pinky.
I don't even. You're giving me too much credit. You're giving me way too much credit calling me Pinky. I don't even think I'm
I
there.
mean, your shirt is pink.
I literally.
That's
just
as
thought
close as
that
I
well.
get.
No, but it's Maya.
Oh, I forgot about that. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
They played open mic and I thought that was a joke.
No, that's their name.
Might want to edit that one out.
No, you leave it in because Maya would
That's
love
a great
to.
name.
Maya
honestly.
would love to like dig,
Honestly, Pinky
give
and the
me a
Brain.
dig
and
any
they're
chance.
Like, they're a girl duo. Yeah, well, they're
No, they're
good.
amazing.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
really good vocals. And we
So-
made like
Pause.
Okay.
Maya played last year,
yes, yeah.
and Maya has played a few events that we've done, and Maya plays my open mic. So I am very familiar with Maya, and I love Maya's work. I just forgot that that's what she was calling their duo. That they were committing to Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did know that. So
Do they have a
I'm
song
gonna
called
have to
Larf?
apologize.
No, but
No.
I'll definitely
It has to happen.
try.
Pass that knowledge around.
Yeah,
It should be like the debut album.
Right?
It should be called Narf.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great idea.
there you go.
I fully support this statement.
Right?
Send it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
There you are. Hi,
See?
buddy.
There it is.
Let's go.
Wait, did you finish what you were going to say before I hit the pause
Oh
button?
no, thank you. No, so we kind of made last year. We were incorporating just like a whole different not like mess. I want to say mess of musicians, but like a whole different variety of like.
Well,
different,
musicians are a mess.
Well,
so.
I mean, it's not
Really?
far off. But this year we kind of geared it more towards original music. So like every act is doing like original music, and like there's really no like cover acts, minus the Tuckerton Elementary School Chorus.
That doesn't
which
count.
it doesn't
Yeah.
count.
They're gonna do their
but,
thing.
yeah, they're gonna like open the day at the Tuckerton Seaport.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah, they'll love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm into that. But
Yeah.
like, they're not gonna write songs. They're
I mean,
kids.
they might. They might. You never know.
Why not?
I wrote my first song when I was 13. So
Sing it for us.
no.
No.
All right, give me a beat.
Well, I mean, it's always cool to do things like that. When we did the Harvest Festival in Stafford last fall, we had all the kids from the vocational school from the audio engineering program. They came and did sound for us. And
that's-
they had a blast.
That's great.
Yeah,
what
that's-
a great idea.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. But you have to know what you're getting yourself
Oh,
into
right,
with them.
for sure.
Because there's like split down the middle of like half of them are like wizard ninjas,
Yep.
and the other ones are like just
The other ones are like,
space
why are we here?
Yeah, there's complete space cadets, and you have to like know who to pair up with who. They're doing Tech Fest again. Did you
Yep.
see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Tech Fest is
Yep.
one of the best sounding local shows that I've played ever.
I'm going to cut that out so Bill don't hear it.
I'm just gonna text him right now. Tell him.
They have Emerson Wolf. So.
I- Oh, is she playing solo?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
See, it's legit. And Inlet is playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of cool shows going on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. This is what we're talking about. See, you have to love to see the whole scene come up.
Yeah.
That's the goal, yes.
Yeah.
Right, for
Why
sure.
were you stuttering? It's like you don't believe in yourself anymore.
No, he's like,
Why are you
I can't-
roasting him so hard?
Oh, he deserves it. he deserves
I
every
feel like
ounce of
this
it.
is just par for the course, right? Like,
Well, it is now, yeah.
It is, yeah.
But he just opened the door way too wide that I couldn't walk through.
I came in today. I'm like, fuck this. We don't even want to do this shit anymore.
Oh, yeah.
No, nuh-uh. Like, see, motherfucker?
You know.
but
Tough it
that's-
up.
And he's just like, I've been
That's
telling
when
you
you-
for 2 years now we shouldn't be doing this shit.
Look
I
at
don't
his
know.
watch.
That's when I feel like you have to like
It
press
was.
it even more. You know, when you get that feeling like maybe I should stop doing this.
Well, that's
or-
everybody. Yeah, all musicians have that.
Right.
Like,
You
what
know
am I
what it
doing?
is? No, can I amend what you just said? I want to make an amendment.
You could try.
All right. All good musicians think that. Shitty idiot
You're right. I mean,
musicians.
the world
don't
needs
ever,
fucking
It never
gold
occurs to
diggers.
them to like, well, maybe I should quit. No, they're like, just keep
They're
going.
gung ho, yeah.
Yeah, they just keep going. That little inkling of self doubt is really just you checking yourself.
Yeah.
You know. And
see. There you go. You're checking yourself.
there you go.
I'm
See?
just burnt out, man. That's
You
what
did
it
it.
is.
But no, I agree with you. You're right. The good ones question themselves a lot.
Right, right.
What am I doing? Is that right? No, I
Yeah,
don't think
the
so.
Are you,
good
trying to
ones-
say, are you trying to say I'm good?
No.
I'm trying to say they're questionable.
Like I said, the world needs fucking hole diggers. So get out there.
It's the only job you start out at the top.
True.
Wow.
All right, that one was good. That was fucking good.
It's all right.
Why? What's the matter?
No, it's just. Listen, I'm,
Tell us.
I'm burnt out, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. I'm burnt out.
Get it.
Doing this every week, and I got 2 bands, and it's a lot.
Who told you to be in 2 bands?
Who told me not to?
No,
All right,
no
that's
one,
a fair
clearly.
question.
Clearly no
you
one.
needed someone to tell you not to.
Yeah. Because I jammed with him and I want to write some other stuff. And he's like, I'm not doing that shit. If you want to do that shit, start
See?
another band. So I started another band.
You did it to yourself.
it, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like
hard to have sympathy.
it is.
You understand?
Yeah. No, it happens.
I do the same thing. I do the
Yeah.
same thing. I'm
I
like this
take on
project,
so
that
many
project, that project, that project.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know how to stop sometimes.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
coupled with work and, it just.
Right.
But I discovered a new thing that I can do. Okay, I have the idea box. It's an invisible box where I put ideas, and I store them in there. Okay, and then when I'm ready, I can just open up the box and take one of the ideas out and do it. But until then, it stays in the box. And it's a thing that I will say, like when something's like, oh, that sounds like a really good idea, or that's a really good song concept, or one of my spoken word pieces or something, I'll be like, that's going in the idea box. And I'll just leave it in there. And that is actually helping me a lot because I know that when I have the time and the bandwidth, I'll go back to that. But until then, I'm not going to burn myself out for it.
So if it's like this thing that you just put it in mentally, do you ever forget them there?
I have not so far.
Okay.
But I haven't been doing it that long. So
I just started
next year when we come back,
You're like, hey,
check on that.
how's that idea box
I'm
going?
like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I forgot all about
Oh
it.
God, we'd have to pull this
I
up.
forgot about the entire box.
Oh my God. No, but like, I guess, so like I write, like I have a like lists of ideas, do you know what I mean? And stuff like that, and I have like, where I write like my poems or, songs, this like, 47 page growing document in my phone, so I kind of like, relate to what you're saying.
Your
You have
idea
good
box is
poems.
the phone.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, like, kind of just like, not taking on too many things at once,
That's so hard to do.
I know.
Right. It
It's
is.
really
It is
hard.
because you know your potential, you know what you're capable of. But in actuality, you're not always capable of everything you're capable of. Right. So like my 100%, I can give my 100%, but it's not going to be the same every single day. My 100% might be like here one day, but then the next day I might be able to give more. But it's still, I'm giving the 100% of what I can give that day.
Yeah.
So that's what you're talking about, right? Like it's so hard to not do it or say no, but I have to understand my limitations.
Well, that's the thing too, is when you learn to say no, it works
I don't,
out so
say,
much
I don't
better.
say no. I just do it.
Boundaries.
Are you a people pleaser?
Sometimes.
That's a fucking yes. That was look at his face. Sometimes.
Well, up until recently, I really enjoyed doing all of it.
Yeah, I know. Sure do.
Next week you're gonna be like, I'm sorry.
This is my new obsession, okay? When you're on a plane and there's an emergency, they tell you put your oxygen mask on first before helping someone else, right? That's my new obsession. I'm like, I have to put my oxygen mask on first. I have to do enough for myself to get myself in a good enough position to be able to do anything for anybody else. And
Yeah, that's great. Yep.
well, that's also kind of like what I think we talked about too, is because we had to expand the team.
Right.
Well,
On
that had to be a
Porchfest.
decision.
We had to. We talked about it like last year.
Yeah.
We were like, we can't do this just
No.
2 or 3 people again.
No.
Okay.
Otherwise,
no
we were going to
way.
get burnt out.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and we're like, that's the opposite of what has to happen. We have to grow it. We can't like let it crumble in on itself because we can't handle it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I feel like we're handling it pretty well because everyone's collaborating.
Right. And honestly, it's really exciting to me because I like personally, like I was just like looking at the lineup and like looking at all the different people running porches. And it's like for the past, like, 10, whatever, how many years I've been like exploring the music scene. It's like all of my worlds are like coming
The
together.
convergence.
You know what I mean? It's just like really
That's
exciting.
probably felt really cool.
It's really exciting. It's like, like all the different scenes that I'm a part of. I'm like, oh, hey, wait, do you want to? Oh, wait, do you want help? And then
They're all
we
going to
have
collide and create a black
it's-
hole, and it's just going to be chaos.
Tuckerton is a black hole.
That's true.
Wow.
We're going to be the only
It's gonna
light
be
in
better.
it.
There you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
hey.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, so you added porches, right? One
yeah,
porch.
One,
yeah,
yeah.
one.
So where
yeah.
we sprang out, because I remember you, because I'm not from there and I don't know the area, but I remember you explaining to me how it like comes down this road and then it wraps around this other one and then it comes back up to this mark. I think it was your market or something like that.
So Amy pretty much got it to just Main Street this year.
Yeah, it's just on Main
Okay.
Street. Yeah.
Just porches along Main Street. So
Okay.
it's very easy to navigate now. And then I think the only one that's not like, I wouldn't say, Stephen writes at any places in walking distance if you have the time, but that's not what we're talking about. the Grapevine
Yeah,
is probably
but-
the
yeah.
only one that I wouldn't walk to.
Yeah,
That would be
but
a little bit
that's
of a
also going to be like the after party porch.
hike. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have something like kind of special planned.
Oh,
for
that's
that.
Just
cool.
tell them what it
It's gonna
is.
be-
Yeah, you might as
have
well.
to.
Well, all right, whatever.
Well, this isn't going to come out until like a week or two before the
Oh, good.
Porchfest
Okay,
anyway.
so what?
I
all right.
scheduled it that way.
You have to.
Oh, great. So we're gonna have like an open jam. So so for people who maybe wanted to play Porchfest and didn't get to play Porchfest, we're gonna like have an after party with like an open jam,
Okay.
and people can sign up. And it's gonna be there at the Grapevine. They have like an outdoor deck, So we're gonna be kind of set up there and outside a little bit, and
It's going to be sick.
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be really, really
That
cool.
dude Tyler's backlining his drums.
Yeah.
and then there's gonna be people are bringing amps.
Right.
I know I'm bringing a bass amp. People are just gonna bring whatever amps they want, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. And then
Set
we
them
have
up,
like
plug
some
'em in.
organized like people who are gonna just play basically the whole time as well. You know, just kind of.
Yeah, so there'll be like core musicians to jam with, and then anyone who wants to sit in with them, send it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That'd be cool. So that's like a new thing for this year.
Yeah,
Right,
that's gonna be
yeah.
like the last thing that happens.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
The penultimate. That's the like everyone's done. Okay, go to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
grapevine.
Go celebrate the whole venue versus like, you know.
Right.
Well, you know what was kind of the thing was that like a lot of the organizers and musicians couldn't see each other last year.
True. I
Yeah.
can see why.
We could. There was
No.
like
What's the problem with those fests anywhere you play them? Because everything's kind of spread out and it's no one's ever at them all, you know?
you can't. It's impossible. However, now with the grapevine,
Yeah.
we're all going to catch up with each other at the end of the night.
Yeah, because all the porches end at like 3 p.m. and then the after party is going to be like 4 to 7 type of situation. So,
It's a good idea.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pumped. I think that's going to be sick.
Yeah. I'm
You
really
got good
excited.
food there too.
They do. They do. And, you know, they've been great. They actually reached out to us and they were like, we just want to be a part of Porchfest, you know, however we can. So that was really cool.
You know what's so wild to me is that there are some businesses down there that are like, I don't know what the hell this is. No, thanks. I'm good. Like, whatever. What the hell? But then there's some that are like, wait a minute. What? This is going to be something. This could be huge. I want to get in on it now.
Yeah.
And there's no in between.
Right.
Either people are
Yeah,
completely.
they're all in or all out.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are
can
either
see
people
that.
who are completely lacking the vision to see what it could become, or there's people who are like, ooh, there's dollar signs here, there's traffic here, there's potential here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
for
they
growth,
see it.
Right.
Yeah. There's a few places.
Donna T. Wilson. So she's like a realtor in the area. She's been like a supporter of so many of my events. Basically, any event she sees me throwing, she like gets behind financially and like sponsors it. So she's
That's
been
awesome.
really great. William Wright Law Firm. He was a sponsor from last year, so he signed back on again. Leah Morgan Artworks. So she's a local artist, and she also does like parties for kids and stuff like that. So she's sponsoring.
Yeah, but even Erin
And-
at the Union Market. Shout
Yeah.
out to Erin at the Union Market.
Oh yeah, and all the
Immediately-
porches are right.
Immediately, and when I say immediately, I mean Amy is outside on the deck of the porch having breakfast. We're talking about it because I'm working and I'm going in and out. Do you remember? And I was like, we were like talking about it as I walked by, like as she was sitting there. I went inside. I was like, Amy and I are talking about doing a porch fest like Asbury. She's like, you have to do it here. This is like the best porch in Tuckerton. Like, when are we doing it? She just instantly was like, yes, this is
Yeah.
going to be good.
Yeah. And, you know, the Seaport, you know, because we're having a porch there as well. They're great. They were just like,
They're
yes,
great, yeah.
anything, that, you know, whatever for, they were just like, whatever you need, like, you know, just to have them support it. And they're just like between the Tuckerton Seaport and the Union Market, like they're right there together. So to have them both kind of be like, yes.
That's like the heart of that whole little strip too.
Right.
Well, yeah, and the best part is it has the most parking.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. You know,
That's
so you
important.
could park there. You could use the bathrooms. You know, you could.
Yeah, like practical things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important too. And part of it for me is that I'm like, I guess it's that people like that can see the value in it, like even beyond a monetary value, like a cultural value, and like a value for the town.
Right.
That the town could be known for something like that, and it could be a destination spot. In a few years, people make plans to go to the Tuckerton Porchfest. Like, people are starting to see that now, and some people just don't.
Well, how many years is this now? 3?
This is actually because we didn't do the first
Oh,
one
that's right,
yet,
two,
so-
two.
We
So
just
two.
try not to count that one.
So we'll call it 2.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's 2.5
you gotta
considering
figure-
how much work Amy and I put in.
yeah,
Right,
but
right.
you got to
And Amanda,
figure
but-
probably
Yeah.
what? 5 years? Where you're going to see that
Game
turn.
changer.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then it's going to be
So-
like, you know,
then
whole different conversation.
more people, stuff
Right.
will be more autopilot. Then you'll be grasping for new ideas and new
Yeah.
things to
Right.
like do. Where you have a crew doing what you guys do now, while you go make it better.
You like that? Yeah. Look at her face. Ooh, that sounds good.
Get a
Just saying.
crew. We get a crew.
I just, I've always just seen this being able to grow. Do you know what I mean? That's the vision, to kind of just like shut down Main Street. I feel like we said it last time. Like if you're coming to Tuckerton, you kind of have to just like be there, at a certain point, really won't be able to like get out unless you want to go the long way. You know what I mean? Like I just want to be able to like shut it down a little bit.
I feel like it's doable.
Yeah. Well, I think so. I think, because they shut it down for like the 4th of July. We would have to just get like the township to like get on board. You know what I mean? But like once you grow something like that, then it's like, they see, they recognize, they get behind,
Well, the thing is,
It's not
though,
that they aren't. We don't really because the seaport's already like permitted and so, you know what I mean? So we don't really have
You
to
don't
go
have
that
to do
route
anything,
too much.
I'm sure if you close down the road, though, it's going to be
Right. Right.
It's kind of hard to close down Route 9.
the
Yeah.
seaport is essentially there for what we're doing, which is cultural. It's like a cultural landmark. That's the whole point of it. People go there, they're entertained, they can learn stuff, and it's the seaport, and they can take a ferry to LBI. Bonus.
Okay.
This to me is like when you know that a town is already doing parades and stuff like that, that means they have the capability and infrastructure to accommodate something like that. You just have to like give it time and
Right.
then tap into that, because that when they see the numbers, it's only gonna make sense for them to lean into it,
Right.
because it's to them it's just like a bonus 4th of July or Memorial Day parade. They're like, oh, we get another day just like this for the town when Porchfest happens.
Well, you have to make them see the value in it. Yeah.
Right. And you know what's really cool?
They'll see the value.
Right.
They're like, yeah, look at all these people.
That's what I'm saying is in March, the Union Market, like the staff said that they did numbers similar to the 4th of July in
It was
March.
it was the
Okay.
highest number of tickets they ever had.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was
Do you
on
know what I mean?
was on
Like-
Porchfest.
That's awesome.
And that weather wasn't even ideal.
It
We didn't have
wasn't.
great weather. It was like a little drizzly.
And it was
cool. It
March.
was cold. It was a little
March is
Great.
it's tough.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like now we're having it in May, like May 31st, which is,
Should be
it's
perfect.
the-
Yeah, everyone at Union Market's preparing for ritual suicide right now. That's what's happening.
they're hiring extra staff. They're like,
That is what's happening.
Volunteer with us.
They're doing
please.
interviews every single day. They're
Interns.
trying to get
wow.
people in there now to have them trained for when Memorial Day weekend hits.
yeah.
Obviously, that's a big deal.
That's a big
But
And
then
then
the next weekend,
is going to be Porchfest.
More, right.
Right. So they're like, whoever is here, we need to make sure that we don't just drive them to a whole ritual suicide by the end of May. And I'm like, anyone who survives May, solid. You're solid.
You get a gold star, pal.
Should definitely have like a board in the back or something like that.
Like
with
a pool?
stars.
Oh, yeah, you
No, a
should.
board
Like a
in the back
Deadpool.
with stars.
Yeah, that sounds like a pool.
What? I mean,
Like over under.
You put wages. Who's the first one to crack?
Who's
Right.
the first one to crack?
Yeah, and you go back, who's going to survive May? And you're like putting money on it and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what it is.
That's really funny. We should do that.
You get
Oh,
some
man,
poor
I'm
girl. She goes to put her order in. Just like her hair's all pulled out.
She's
like,
disheveled.
just tweaking out on you.
$5 on her.
It's like in Shawshank Redemption.
I'm tired, boss.
Oh my God, that's great.
She's just shaking her head like, fuck you guys.
I hate all of you.
You never saw Shawshank Redemption?
no, I have no.
Okay, well then that should have been a gold joke.
I laughed.
Well, that one though, that was from Green Mile.
Yeah. But that's where I just went with it. I'm sorry.
Still, no.
Oh, my God.
But
It
yeah, we
was
have
fitting.
we have some of the same artists, I guess, coming back this time. But then new people,
People's good.
So, yeah.
I feel like it has to be a balance because there needs to be mainstays and there needs to be like a rotation too.
Yeah.
Because I think that like with stuff like that, some kind of I don't know if stability is the right word because I wouldn't consider myself stable, but for lack of a better word, like having certain acts there every year as like your anchor, your core group, and then
Well, you want to have that one main band per, I guess, porch that's going to be like your anchor,
Yeah,
Right.
and then
That's
Yeah.
get new ones in and out. To me, doing that is going to, I think, like spread the network out
Yeah, you'll
wider,
start picking
faster.
from different areas and
Right,
stuff.
because you're like that, like this one band that played, and they're from this area, and they start posting a bunch of awesome pictures and video from playing. Their market starts going, what
what was
were
that?
you?
That
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And then you're doing the same thing for another group over here, a poet over there, all these different areas. It's just like the word of mouth will take care of the rest, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like that's so like that's undervalued in 2025 is word of
Word
mouth.
of mouth. Yeah.
That's because social media took over.
Right. And but social media
The devil.
still can the devil. I feel like social media still could be part of word of mouth.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
But in actuality, like it's not people making reels or TikToks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like
Grassroots, like
I'm talking about people talk. You know where I went this weekend? I went to see Tuckerton Porchfest. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
What's a Tuckerton Porchfest?
Like,
Like, you
gotta
almost
go
want
extra.
that reaction.
Yeah.
Right.
You almost
How
want people,
all musicians got their notoriety, 10, 15 years ago.
word of mouth.
Played
Yeah.
a shit ton of shows.
I
and
think
gained following.
think that you're undershooting that one. I think 10, 15 years ago was 2010.
That was like the birth of social media. It hadn't fully taken over.
I
yet.
was already like a whore on MySpace by that point.
Was it around there?
I don't know,
I don't
but
know.
like the word of mouth thing. So, even us like kind of talking about the different bands that are playing. Do you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, I might not know that band. Do you know what I mean? And
That's cool.
just us like talking about it here. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for social media purposes, not, kind of is still word of mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And using your platform in a way to kind of, increase that in a way. So.
We have a platform.
He said into the mic on his own podcast.
It's news to me.
What is happening? We have a platform. We have a logo.
Called the soapbox. Go stand on it, fucker.
You're like, what is happening?
I'm still convinced like maybe 3 people listen to this. Tops.
Well, I listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll say you're one of the 3. So there you go.
Amy doesn't.
I do.
No, she told me.
Especially if I'm on it.
Yeah. She's like, after this one, I'll listen to 3 episodes.
Porchfest 1.
Porchfest 2 and Porchfest 3.
No, also Monique's
everybody
episode.
else.
I love Monique, so I'll
she's
watch hers.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's great.
I didn't listen to that one yet.
Oh, well, you hear that, Monique?
I started I said yet.
She's calling you out.
I said yet. First of all. Second of all, I told them when I got here that I started Natalie's and I have to finish listening to Natalie's because I love Natalie. And that was like the next one on my list is to finish that one. And then after that, what was the other one I said?
Gabby.
Gabby.
Oh yeah, I watched a couple of the reels, and that's the cool part too, is because if you take some of the episode, turn it into a reel, you can attract people on
Super cool.
Yeah.
different platforms.
know.
Well, like I said, I
To the
wanted
full
to connect you with
episodes.
the last episode we did
Yes,
with Sandy. She's
yeah,
pretty awesome.
yeah.
But she can't do like big full venue things because of her epilepsy. It's triggered by bass frequencies and things like that too.
Who's
But
this?
Her name's Sandy Joy. She's from Tom's River.
She did
Singer?
just did an
Yeah.
episode, yeah,
She blonde?
Kind of.
like a dirty blonde, kind of like light brown.
Call her dirty.
Yeah, she called her dirty. Right? You heard her.
Oh my gosh!
said
Wow.
Sandy, I can't apologize enough.
But
She,
my partner.
Like I said, she'd be
she's
great for your,
rolling her eyes probably at you
she'd
guys.
be great
right
for your
now.
creative ladies gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
She's got a
yeah.
beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
Well, she does the shell
saw.
painting too.
Yeah,
That's
she does.
really
That's
cool.
cool.
What is it?
Yeah.
Shell painting.
That's what she does for a
Yeah.
living.
Yeah,
she paints
it's like
seashells.
really good, and
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
impressive. It's fucking impressive.
Yeah,
Why can't we have her at the Porchfest?
because you just found out about her and it's already
Right.
booked.
All right, we're on it.
Next year,
We're on
Porchfest
it.
4.
Porchfest 4.
Oh, you know what we
No,
gotta do?
three
We
and a
gotta
half,
like
3.5, 3.5.
Oh, 3.5. Oh no, it'd be a 3. So it'd be like Return of the Jedi, where it like comes in Porchfest 3.
The search for more money.
You know, now at the beginning of this video, I'm going to have to create some type of Star Wars cascading
Yes,
text.
that's what I want. I want that. Make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Make it happen.
Yeah,
Chapter
great. More work
11.
for me.
How many edits have?
Do you remember Spaceballs?
Oh, I was just thinking,
when it
like,
starts
the
out as
whole-
chapter 11. Did you see Spaceballs?
Yes. I know you turn and look at me like
That's
that.
something
Th-
an
this
idiot
will
would
be
have
like-
on his luggage.
By then it'll be what? It'll probably be like episode like 72 and then part 3.
Porchfest expands.
Or when he's like Rocky 5.
Oh God.
1,000.
Oh, boss, you're so good.
So actually, well, now that we said Spaceballs and their whole thing was whole like merchandise and stuff like that. Did you guys ever consider doing like Porchfest T-shirts, with dates or checklist? Yeah.
We did. And it didn't make it out of the idea box, I don't think.
No.
That idea box got forgotten.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't.
Keychains,
We
the
thought
rubber
about
bands.
it. We actually have a T-shirt, like a photo of like last year, kind of like messing around with it. But we ended up just not like pulling the launch on that. I
Yeah,
think.
but you know why? It was because it was a great idea and we didn't want to do it wrong.
Right.
Okay. So
And
you
it-
respected it.
Yeah. It's
Good
cool.
starting point, those little rubber bracelets.
The rubber bracelets probably because
They're
they're cheap,
and you
give
just put
them
Tuckerton
that
Porchfest and the date on them and you just hand them out to everybody.
with
Is that a
the,
thing?
with the website. Yeah, it actually is now because
Put-
it's something cheap enough that you don't care.
Put that in the idea box. Put it in there.
I could put it on the promotion tab
Put
that
it
we
in
made
the
on the doc.
promotion tab idea
There you go.
box.
They said they're super
Doc.
cheap. You can get a couple thousand of them for like $40-$50.
That's not real life.
Yeah.
A couple thousand
Get
for
a couple
40
thousand of them.
links or it didn't happen.
All right, I got it. Jesus Christ.
I'm
You're like-
telling you. He's
He's like
probably
typing-
right. If you look
No,
on
they
like
are
even
super cheap.
Amazon,
Did you put a
probably.
QR code on it?
On a rubber, do you know what he's talking about? On a rubber bracelet, you
Probably
want me to
like
try to
this
put a
wide.
QR code?
Yeah, that's cool.
You know how
The
small that would have
smallest
to be?
QR code
Yeah.
ever.
One of the QR codes out there has to be
I
the
wish I
smallest one
had
ever.
one of these rubber bracelets.
One
to
of
show
them has to be the
everybody.
first, right?
One of them has to be the smallest one ever. You
But
know,
they're like they're cut into the rubber too, so it'd be really hard to do a QR code with all that detail.
Probably not. They'll just heat it up and stamp it down.
carry on without me for a moment.
Oh my gosh.
Carry on your way. Sorry. Not a singer.
Customlanyards.com. That's where I've seen them real cheap.
Thank you.
See that?
Did it take you a couple minutes? I saw your fucking little smoke coming out. You're like, fuck, where was that? It'll be cool if I can answer this
I've
right
killed
now.
a few too many brain cells over the years. See, there you go. Oh, they do have QR codes. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Go fuck yourself. You first,
should-
then
no,
you.
Hey, I just gave you the
put
idea, and you're
I
telling me to
said
go
I
fuck
don't
myself?
care.
No,
You probably
no,
just
don't,
stamp
don't.
it in.
Look,
Don't
I
even.
just,
See how
I
it is.
just, you know what I mean? I just saw it in the vision. And I was like, there's got to be a QR code on there.
And you can
You
get,
also
you
looked
can get
at
them by
me
the
kinda
Porchfest
sideways
too.
too.
I did.
However, I have become
But
a
if
big
you
fan of
handed
QR
some-
codes.
Yeah.
Well, that could be cool, but if you're just handing it to a normal person that doesn't care about QR codes, it's going to be like, that's nice.
I don't even think there's a normal person in Tuckerton. So I think we're clear on that.
I don't think anybody in Tuckerton knows what a QR code is.
You know what? It's a
But like
uphill
but
battle.
define normal, you know.
Go ahead, you.
Right.
Jeff, define normal.
Me.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. let's
All right, in my world,
walk-
I'm normal.
Let's walk this back a little bit.
See, you crabby bitch.
That is like, I'm pretty sure that even you weren't convinced that you're normal.
Oh, no, I'm not. But, like, still.
But
Normal is
Still.
boring.
Normal is this. Is like, okay, normal is lazy. Like, I'm not going to pull my phone out and check a QR code on a bracelet.
so here's the thing.
But I'll look
Right.
at it and say www.porchfest.com.
Right.
type
Okay.
it all
So,
out?
so that's the thing. There are like so many different, right?
Peoples.
Like generations.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of like on the border, right? So if I see a QR code and it looks like it's maybe not that difficult, you know what I mean? Like I might,
If I got my glasses, I'll look.
I might use it, but I also might just go to the website.
I-
But also, if somebody's walking by with it
seriously,
on
but
their
the
wrist.
generation like a little bit under their QR code. Oh, I'm not even
She's
wasting
like, I'll see the
time.
website and I'll put the AOL disc in and I'll dial in.
The AOL disc is filthy. It is
Thought it was
covered in dust.
It should be dead.
Wait,
No, but
so
to have both options, I feel like
I need you to clarify something if you don't mind.
Sure.
If I look at a QR code and it looks easy, that's what you said? I need to know the difference between an easy looking QR code and a difficult looking QR code.
Well, the ones that are like blurry and your phone doesn't pick up on it right away, and like you open up your camera and it's difficult, then I'm giving up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see
Then
that.
I'm on board. That makes sense to me.
See, we use them because the banner we have before we do shows has a QR code that goes to our link tree with everything, that we have on it.
Yeah.
So, all our different places you can watch the podcast.
Did we drop that thing in that bay?
What?
Did we drop that banner in the bay?
No.
Oh, I thought we did.
No, it was a lake, not the bay.
Lake, whatever.
We didn't drop it.
Manahopkin, Fernigan, whatever the hell.
I love that.
Meta
I love
Hopkins,
that this-
rest in peace.
Excuse me. It wasn't a lake. It was a bay.
I know, whatever.
That's
Well, we
so-
did the Harvest Festival. We were on the gazebo right on the lake there in Manahawkin.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking windy all day long. And the banner's just fucking whipping all over the place. And yeah, it was rough. We tried to record the bands on the cameras, and all you heard in the microphones was
That's rough.
yeah,
That's real rough.
it happens.
Sucks.
I like playing outside until I don't.
Me too.
And then I want, it's like, that's another hard line. I'm like, I'm in, or I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Well, it's like the shows we did at Manafurkin and Manahopkin last summer. It was like 99 degrees. It was brutal. And then the one we did in October, weather-wise, like temperature was great, but it was just so fucking windy. It was terrible.
I feel like if I had to choose between the two, I would probably pick the heat.
Yeah, the
Because
beginning of August kind of
yeah,
sucks.
freezing
though.
sucks.
Yeah, and also like when I'm performing, I'm like ready to sweat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I'm
so
gonna
it
do that
doesn't
anyway.
matter,
Yeah.
Right.
So, but if I'm freezing, it's gonna affect my voice. It's gonna affect me more than heat
Yeah,
will.
and
I can see
I'm
that.
not really too pleasant when it's cold. I'm like
Like
I
you're
just want to.
ornery?
I want to get where it's warm.
Like I said, it wasn't necessarily
Right away.
cold. It was just very windy.
Well, the wind is. I think I'm couching that in with the cold.
Yeah. See, but from my aspect with the podcast, when it's that hot out, I got to worry about batteries blowing up and expanding, and electronics shutting down and breaking, and
Right. Well, you know it's a perfect
laptops
date.
overheating.
May 31st.
There you go, May 31st.
It's a perfect date for like weather.
I thought it was April 3rd.
Whoa, that's my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah,
No, it's like it's
No, it's not.
that stupid joke from Miss Congeniality when he's like, describe your perfect date, and she's like, April 3rd.
Oh my god.
that is
All
my
you
birthday.
need's a
It
light
is the perfect day,
All you need's a light jacket.
and I'm going to see the Deftones.
I really don't
Oh
want to.
my gosh, my teenager's gonna be so jealous. She
at
like.
Madison Square Garden.
She's
on my
like, "Do you
birthday.
know who the Deftones are?" I'm like,
What?
"Yes."
Be the 30th.
Do you?
30th
Yeah,
time
I know,
I've
right?
seen-
Wait, pause. 30th?
30th, yes.
You'll be 30?
The 30th time I've seen the Deftones. Yeah.
I thought you were older than that.
Oh, I'm gonna be 43.
Yeah, I was gonna say you a lot
Wait,
older.
it's your
You lying
first time
motherfucker.
meeting him?
Wait,
I
I'm
need
still
them,
not
I just
over
don't
this.
pay attention.
You will be seeing the Deftones for the 30th time.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I've
make
seen
her
them just
watch
about
this
every time they
episode
played
with
New
my
Jersey
daughter.
since 1996.
You're like, don't do drugs.
That's wild.
That's my favorite band, man.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know anybody who's seen any band that many times.
Dedicated. What can I say?
That's really impressive.
You're a super fan.
Yeah.
Gotta have super fan.
Do they know you?
No.
Well, you
They
should.
should.
Maybe they.
Bro,
maybe
how'd
you should make
fuck
a
that
reel
up?
of
30
this
fucking shows
and
and I
tag
don't know you
them.
by now.
And
What are you doing?
Just go to the shows and enjoy the music, man.
Bring your ass to
Right.
the front.
right.
Catch a drumstick. Throw it back. They'll remember you next time.
I remember his first time I saw him was 1996 at the Pony.
Inside?
Inside, yeah.
Cool.
Back when the pipes were on the ceiling.
Oh,
and
that was probably
people
so cool.
swinging all over the place. Back when it was wild there.
I saw them once. Outside the Pony.
Warped Tour?
No.
Oh.
Summer stage.
Summer Stage. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was there too.
Well, I give
Obviously, one of the 30.
They used to play the House of Blues in Atlantic City all the time, and I used to love seeing them there.
I loved that venue.
So great.
I really loved that venue. Did you ever
It's
see a
still
show
there.
I have not. Yeah. No.
Wait, what are they doing with it?
Nothing. It just sits there empty. They do like dance competitions in there and shit.
You're lying to
yeah,
me.
swear to God.
Yeah.
I was there not even a year ago. My daughter was dancing on
Bro,
stage.
so they have. So this whole time I thought it was closed down and not functioning.
No, it's there.
Well, what are they doing?
Nothing.
Well, I don't like. Why?
When will that be
Because the
now?
showboat doesn't. It only has gambling. There's that's. Or it doesn't have. It doesn't even have gambling anymore. It's just a hotel.
I'm so lost. Why would you not use that perfectly good music venue?
I don't know.
I need to figure this out.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of people down in the Atlanta County scene who are like working to like revitalize things.
Yeah, Steve Weiss and all those
Yes,
guys. Yep.
yeah, Norstep. So they're just. I'm sure they have their teeth in. Kind
They don't
of
do any
what's
musical
going
stuff
on.
there anymore. It's just
Yeah.
like people will rent it out for like I said, like dance competitions or stupid shit like that.
Gotta have money.
So you can't rent it out and just have a show? 'Cause
You
we
I
can
mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you could, but it's probably fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's
as hell.
probably
Yeah,
a nice
right.
penny.
Tuckerton Porchfest Part 17.
at the showboat.
The rise of Atlantic City.
It could be it's a remote porch.
Literally no porches in Atlantic City. Perfect spot.
You could live stream that stage to a porch in Tuckerton. There
That
you go.
sounds
There you go.
ridiculous. I love it.
Did you ever think about live streaming?
Like Porchfest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone wants to come and live stream,
Jeff-
No, but did
Jeff
you
will
ever
do it.
think about it?
like
No, I don't
me
do
doing
things. I
it.
just suggest them.
Like, did you ever consider it? Because I have not.
Well, there is a surprise in store that I, can't really talk about. So maybe.
So why'd you say that?
Because
Now the
it's
three of us
surprise.
just all
Yeah.
shut up, and then you're like,
But
There's
it's
a
like
surprise.
I can't really.
So you're gonna make us wait a whole nother year to find out the surprise?
You're gonna have to come to Porchfest.
you wouldn't know the difference if it were 3 months, though.
I know
be
that's
real.
true too. Like again,
take a long
Jesus
nap.
Christ,
Be like,
these
I'll
people
see you
with their
in 3 weeks.
porches.
We could come back here every 3 months and tell him it was a year, and he would not know.
Maybe we should just
He
do
wouldn't.
that.
He would not.
I wouldn't.
We'd be back here. It would be just December, and he'd think it was 2028.
Like shit, really? Damn.
It's been a year already.
Mr. Sicoli.
I never thought about live streaming it.
Well, I think what would be cool is like maybe if there was like a,
I
I
think the hardest part would be having a
radio
solid
show
internet
or-
connection to be
right,
able to
that
live
too.
stream it.
Yeah, you would have to definitely.
Sure, that's easy.
Because you need more than like something mobile. You'd need like a hard line
right
to have
well,
it be good enough quality for people to
Okay,
enjoy
well, I'm
it.
sure off of one of the places they'll let you
Well,
hard
the
line.
Union
That's what I
Market
mean,
has
right.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, or you could do it just at that spot. then,
Right.
yeah.
Or if like it was at one of the private porches and the porch was like, oh, this is my Wi-Fi. You know what I mean, or something like that. That could work.
But you know why it never occurred to me? Because I just want people to show up.
Right.
I don't feel that way about every single thing I do. Sometimes I'm like, this could be cool for a live stream and
Yeah.
this, whatever. But like, that's a free community event with more parking than you ever know what to do. It's get in your car and get your ass over there.
Yeah, but the
Right.
problem is a lot of people don't want to go do those things anymore. They
That's
just
true
want to sit
too.
at home.
What if it rains?
Then it's going to be on June 1st if it rains. It's the rain date. It's just going to be the next day.
Okay.
So, you think that people don't want to do things anymore?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. A lot of people just they don't want to go out and do that shit anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
overall in the music scene, attendance for live music is way down.
Well,
Tell
not
that
even
to Taylor Swift.
Way down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
Right.
Other than that, but like,
there's,
what
there's
about you
outliers.
said? Like an overcast, a light mist, where you're not going to cancel it, but that's also going to drive, or a windy day.
we're
you're
still
outside.
just doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but that would
Yeah.
someone that wants to go just to go check it out has no stake in the game. Is like, it's fucking windy, or it's a little cloudy. It might
It wouldn't
rain.
take much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't
I
take
see what
much.
you mean.
They're easily dissuaded.
Yeah, I
But
could see,
for,
you know
like,
what I could see, like
$2.99
maybe
or a
like a
donation, you could
radio
watch it.
show, maybe like doing like a live. You know what I mean? Maybe not like video and like full audio. You know what I mean? Maybe like they just like broadcasted their Like,
Where?
But that's stuff you can think
At
about when you
Porchfest-
have the crew
Porchfest.
behind you doing what you're doing.
That's her over there. She's like, maybe if a podcast kind of showed up.
maybe.
Do you know any?
She's trying to be
No.
subtle.
Maybe someone with a platform.
We don't have a platform.
I don't got one of those.
I'm actually going to agree with you now. We don't have a platform. We don't have cameras.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, what it could be like a thing, like if maybe like we had, because we do have like volunteers and stuff, or maybe we could have them like, you know, like live stream some things and just like kind of, you know,
You could.
maybe on the social media.
But which
We could do
porch?
something like that.
All of them?
I don't think that would be possible.
Throughout the day.
Simulcast.
That's
Oh my God,
crazy.
that'd be awesome.
It's way too much.
Yeah, 'cause you
know
have a
what I mean?
website, right?
No. Well, I have a
Oh.
website for my like self, and like Porchfest is on it because it's like part of like the events that I run
Okay.
and like stuff that I'm doing like within the musical community, and I have like information on there. And then Chris also has his website for Soup Can Magazine, and
So we have a
Okay.
blog for Porchfest,
Okay.
and that is constantly updated, and even will be updated throughout the day if need be. So
Okay.
that's another thing I was going to say before about the QR codes, because we have all these maps. So you get your map. They're
QR code on the map.
Yes. So they're distributed around the town just like a little stack of flyers on the counter of the pizzeria or whatever, right? There's going to be 1,000 maps throughout Tuckerton, Little Lake Harbor,
but
surrounding
further,
area.
and that's the cool part is
Yeah.
because like Dog Beach, they're from Cape May County. Do you know what I mean? You know, so like, and there's
Right.
just people from like all over who are going to take maps and do, you know what I mean? Like distribute them, and it's just going to like grow. I feel
Yeah.
like even more.
Exactly.
Right.
And then someone can scan the QR code on the map to go to the blog, and we can even be updating throughout the day. This changes, that changes, whatever. You know what I mean? People can just scan it at any moment and know, because we could be updating from our phones.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm into QR codes.
As long as they're, you know,
Easy.
Easy. Yes.
right.
Like Sunday morning.
Good song.
Oh, boy.
But for the live streaming thing, I'm like, it just didn't occur to me to do that for this event, and I don't know why. It's hard to, it's easy to say why you like something, but it's hard to say why you don't like it, because you have to describe a lack. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I think
why
the hardest part live streaming your event would be you're going to have to pick one spot and you're going to have to do one thing before the live stream because it's not going to be able to like bounce around.
Right.
So then you're going to have some acts be like, well, why did we get on the live stream? And then
Right.
it could cause a little bit of a tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what
like
do
personally, I want to just like perform. Do you know what I mean? Like I am
Yeah.
interested in like performing for like the people who are there. So I wouldn't like. So maybe you could like kind of be like, who would be interested in
Well, I mean,
doing the live stream?
what you have to
'Cause
do
I
is-
really wouldn't.
Because it's your Porch Fest. Are you the performer? Are you the...
I'm performing. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
But don't
yeah.
you want Porch Fest to grow? Like there's a switch break.
Right, but
you're
Jeff,
gonna
you
have to switch
you have
gears.
to think about something. Right. So like we're organizing, and we're even going to be still doing some organizing the day of, but we do have to switch gears at a certain point. Amy has to go into performer mode and
Yeah.
stay there because
Right.
she needs to be in that space to deliver a great performance.
Of course. No,
so
of course.
so that's why we have our volunteers. That's why we have our co-organizers.
Right,
They-
and the stage managers. I'm not
Right.
managing a stage this year, which is a breath of fresh air. I'm literally just going to be like, oh, you need this. All right, let me go give this to you. Oh, you need this. Let me go bring this, and then just perform. Do you know what I mean? So and be able to like,
I'm stage managing, but I'm like, it's like almost cheating for me
right.
because
It's
at the Union
easy.
Market,
that's
we have
like his home. So
Yeah, and also like the Union Market is set up to function with hundreds of people there on a weekend. They're already ready to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm just focusing only on like this one aspect of it, which is the music, and I even have someone running sound. So like I don't have too much to do.
Yeah.
I'm just putting out fires in the event that there's a fire.
Making sure acts get on and get off. Yeah.
Yeah, and even that, I'm like, my sound engineer is pretty much going to handle that, and we're fine for the most part, I think. I think I probably, in that regard, will have a busy porch, but it would be the least problematic one because all the things.
Now you said that, you changed yourself right there.
Well, I mean, I'm not superstitious.
Very superstitious. Sorry.
I'm not. But I do also know that I pull out a loaded gun and shoot myself in the foot on the daily. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm sitting there going, oh, it's still gonna rain.
It's gonna piss rain. Like,
Every
well, that
time,
looks fine.
every time you say the word rain, she's just like, "Oh, shut
Because it happened already once.
But I was telling them it didn't just rain.
Yeah.
That was like
It was a hurricane.
It was like Wrath of God
yeah,
kind
it
of
was
shit.
like we were like, okay.
it was
It was
like
like raining upside down, sideways. Like,
they had the people from the decoy show go, nah, fuck this.
yeah, the
Yeah.
decoy
First time in
show
40
canceled.
years.
Yeah, so right.
I'm like, yeah, okay, that's it.
It wasn't
do you
just
remember?
us.
Do you remember when we were like, the decoy show canceled? Pretty sure we can cancel that. Fuck it.
Yeah,
We were like,
yeah.
we were
I was like, all
"Ah,
right,
fuck
well, I
this."
guess that's a green light for us.
It was right. It was like, yeah, I think it's to go ahead, just shut the whole thing down. If they're not doing it,
Yeah.
they were literally be out there with chainsaws in the rain, just carving up like
Like,
ducks.
can you use a chainsaw in the rain? I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what they say.
I
They're
don't
like, we'll be out there chopping ducks. That's what they call it. They're just out there chopping ducks all weekend. Come see me at my tent.
why do they sound like that?
Yeah, because that's
That's his
it's
interpretation.
it's the wrong accent.
He can't get the right dialect.
You're
It's the
trying.
wrong accent.
It's all right.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw. Marshmallow.
it's all right.
Why'd you call him
I
marshmallow?
don't know.
It's a fat joke. It's all right.
Hey,
I didn't call you fat. You're just soft and cuddly,
I know.
like a marshmallow.
marshmallows are fat free.
It's true.
I can't,
You're like, I can't even hold that too long.
I can't like reach for my phone. Like I need to
Let me
verify
Google
this shit.
this.
There are fat-free
Fact
marshmallows.
checkers.
I
Let's
need
go.
to. Yeah, I need to fact check this in real time.
I think they're definitely cholesterol-free, so
I have no
that's
idea.
good.
Got no idea. He's on it, Mr.
Yeah,
Google
there's a
over
whole
here.
bunch of fat-free marshmallows. Yeah, we're good. It was enough.
We found it.
Yeah.
Well,
It was enough for me to not find any holes in my bullshit logic.
All right, so May 31st, right?
Yes, May 31st,
Time to all
time?
kick it off.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. And you can, find a map pretty much anywhere. But then we'll also be uploading like graphics to our social media.
Which
So
is
if you can't get Tuckerton Porchfest on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Yeah.
the TikTok.
So maybe if you can't get your hands on a map and you're like, oh man, I missed
I
out.
don't want to fucking QR
Well,
code this.
You're not going to miss out.
List
You
of
know.
porches. What name all your porches?
Right. We have the Union Market. We have the Tuckerton Seaport. We have Elliot's Barbershop. We have a private residence, which is that blue house. If you go on our social media, you'll see a couple of pictures from last year. They are participating again. And then we have another private residence, which is 131 East Main Street. They are kind of like all triangular from each other right on Main Street right there. And then we have the Lizzie Rose Music Room
Sore subject.
as well. And then the Grapevine, who are participating in the
After
the
party.
after deck
After
party.
party.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
super.
VIP only.
That's right. You got to have the special pick that says you're allowed in.
No, I pretty much anyone. It's like
You can only get in if you
It's
scan the
open.
QR code.
no Amy.
Open
We need
to
a
all
pic
the
with the
musicians
QR code on it.
and everyone.
There you go.
That's the
Oh my
worst
gosh.
idea I've ever
That's
had.
not going to be a good QR code if it's
Guitar
on a
picks
guitar
with
pick.
QR
That's what I
codes on it?
mean. That's not good. I'm not scanning that. If it's on a guitar pick,
Amy,
I
it's
almost am
okay
not scanning
when-
it if you put it on that rubber band.
Amy, it's okay to struggle with QR codes.
I just don't.
Not everybody accepts technology. You know what happens.
It's not everything is for everyone.
You know what? It just has to be a big enough size. I feel like
Give me
and
the
that's like-
dimensions.
I I don't know. I can't. I
You
cannot
have to
do
get, like,
that.
3
I
bracelets
cannot.
We
together.
need a woman's perspective on this. What is a good size?
Wow. Damn. Yeah, you missed.
Yeah,
Fucking asshole.
Everyone
Somebody had to do it.
Like, go ahead.
Somebody had to do it. She set herself up for that. She was like, "Here's the softball. Swing for the fences, pal."
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
See you in 3 months.
Yeah, Jeff will see you in 3 months. Anything
Yeah,
else?
no,
Anything else you guys want to bring up? Talk about? We're
Yeah,
already like an
well-
hour into this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, you know. But yeah, you could find where I'm going to be playing next on amywiththepinkhair.com. So, you know, and there'll be Porchfest information on there as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you,
What?
Chris Rockwell,
Everything of mine is Mr. Chris Rockwell.
and Soup Can
MrChrisRockwell.com.
Magazine.
And everything of that is Soup Can Magazine. So it's soupcanmagazine.com and at Soup Can Magazine on social media. And we will have on the Soup Can website, there will be a blog dedicated to Porchfest with constant updates.
Live updates.
Yes, as live as we can
Yeah.
be.
We'll do it
live
live.
as we
Virtual
can make it.
suicide.
I said I'm going to attempt to get down there. We'll try to do some video for you.
Cool. That'd be
If I
great.
can.
Do it, you won't.
We would love to have you.
Guys. I'm going to try. I didn't say I will. I said I'm going to try.
We'll do like a wind dance, so it, like we hold off the wind, you know. So it's nice and
Yeah.
you
That way
know.
my microphones just go.
What's a wind dance look like?
Yeah, can we get a demonstration?
It's actually, you know what, you know, like near 7-Elevens where they have the little blow up guy.
I was going to say, was
with-
it this?
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That's a wind dance. So
See, I associate that with car
demonstration
washes.
given.
I've
Not
never seen that by a
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Yeah, I've seen it by a car wash. I've
Yeah.
never seen it by a 7-Eleven.
Well, next time I see it by like a 7-Eleven,
Oh,
I'll
you
be
have to.
sure.
You have to
I'll
take
be
it-
sure to, you know, I'll just FaceTime you.
Yeah, you have to. Like, I gotta see this.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out.
Yeah,
We
thank you
wish
for
you the
having
best.
us.
We're going to put links in the description for everything for you guys. And
QR codes.
Thank you.
if you're going to be in the Tuckerton area May 31st, go check them out.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
Jeff, go fuck yourself.
Shit, I don't know.
You don't even know what button it is. Thank you. And we're out.
Bye.